All right, this video is for the lesson 1.7 homework. This is going to cover inequalities and absolute value equations. All right, so number one, what do we got?
In interval notation, open bracket, 5, 6, close parentheses, represents the set of real numbers between blank and blank, including blank, but not blank.
Okay, written like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the bracket means 5 is included. So what this means is x is greater than or equal to 5, but less than 6. So it's in between 5 and 6. 5 is included. 5 can be an answer. 6 is not included. It can be anything less than 6, but it can't be 6 on the nose. Does that make sense? All right, number 2.
The way to solve negative 7 is less than 3x minus 4 is less than or equal to 5 is to isolate the x in the blank.
Like that? Does it look like that?
Yes.
To isolate x.
And it says the right inequality, left inequality, or middle.
Middle. Yep, isolate x in the middle. Because then there's going to be your answer's going to look. That's how you want your answer to be arranged. Okay. Number 3.
If c is greater than 0, then the absolute value of u less than c is equivalent to blank.
Okay, absolute value of u is less than c.
It has u, just absolute value of u, just all. It's just absolute value of u,
Oh, absolute value of u
and then less than c
less than c. Okay. What's it say?
is equivalent to blank. And it says u is less than negative c or u greater than c. U equals negative c or u equals c. And then negative c is less than u is less than c.
Holy crap. So any value of u has to be less than c, and c is going to be greater than 0. So u is going to have to be a negative. No. Because absolute value wouldn't make it a negative. Has anybody answered that one yet?
3?
Yeah.
Yes.
What did you put?
Negative c is less than u is less than c.
Okay. So, negative c is less than u is less than c, like that?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to shut this door really quick. Okay.
Don't know what school shooter.
Yeah. All right, number 4.
If c is greater than 0, and absolute value of u, like the last one,
Okay.
is greater than c, is equivalent to u is less than blank, or u is greater than blank.
Is equivalent to u is less than blank, or u is greater than blank.
Yeah.
All right, anybody answered that one yet?
It says negative c or positive c.
What'd you put, baby?
U is less than negative c, or u is greater than c.
Okay.
I answered it, but like
Ooh, that one doesn't look right.
negative c is greater than u, c is less than u.
Because I would say it needs to be, this needs to be the positive c.
Yeah, it says that
It-
negatives. I mean, it says that the first one was right.
This is right?
Yes, it is.
So it's negative c, then positive c?
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense. Because this one says the opposite, u is greater than, oh no, it's right, and then u is yeah, see, this says the opposite. This says u is less than negative
But
c.
the signs are switched
Yeah.
in the beginning part.
I'm with you on this. It kind of hurts.
Oh, the signs here are switched?
Yes.
Oh, so this says C is less than 0, and then absolute value of U is,
No, you had it right.
No, you had it right.
I had it right?
C
Yeah,
is
it's
greater than 0. Absolute value is greater than C.
Absolute, oh, this one is switched. Okay, so yes, that's right. Sorry, I didn't notice that was,
Negative C, then positive C.
yes. Less than negative C, greater than positive C. Okay, number 5.
the inequality absolute value of x minus 7 is less than 2.
Is less than 2, okay.
Can be rewritten without absolute value bars as blank. I've already got it.
So is it x minus 7, 2, and then x minus 7, does the sign flip?
So this one has it as, I think it's an and statement, like negative 2 is less than x minus 7 is less than 2.
Okay, so negative 2 is less than x minus 7 is less than positive 2?
Yes.
Yeah, so the sign.
Is that an and statement? Kind of? Or am I?
That's an or.
It's an or.
Mm-hmm. So negative 2 is less than x minus 7 is less than 2. Sorry, my brain just went blah. What happens is the sign stays the same, but when you change the sign, so because again, absolute value inequalities, we set it equal to the positive and to the negative, the sign flips.
Okay.
And so that's why you can write it as 1, because this is greater than this, but it's less than this. All right, number 6.
The inequality of absolute value x minus 7 is greater than 2. Can be rewritten without absolute value bars.
Okay, so x is greater than 2 this time, so we would have x minus 7 greater than 2, x minus 7 less than negative 2, so it would be, is this an option?
It's set up as the.
Is that an
how you
option?
First have it. No, I don't believe so. I think the option that looks like it is
Or is it flip?
flipped.
So like this? Because I wouldn't write it that way with the negative 2 here.
No, I don't think so. I think the one option that looks like it is 5's answer. So,
But that's not,
okay. So the correct answer on this one, like how it's set up, is x minus 7 is less than negative 2, or x.
okay, x minus 7 is less than negative 2, or,
x minus 7 is greater than
okay, so just that written with the or statement in between.
2.
Okay,
And then the negative answer in front.
like this. Here, let me look at it.
Sorry, no, I was.
You're okay, baby.
Sorry.
Oh, they did the negative one. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
First, or x minus 7 is greater than 2. Okay. So,
I just
this one here.
I moved seats so easier access.
No, it just sucks that I can't see them. All right, number 7.
7. Express interval and set builder notation. Graph the interval on a number line.
Okay, so set builder
Yeah.
and then on a number line. Okay, what do you got?
Open parentheses, negative 9 and 2.
Comma 2, like that?
Yes. Bracket.
Bracket. So, I don't know what they're considering set builder. Okay. So set builder is X is a member of the set of negative 9 is less than x is less than or equal to 2.
So what is the line standing for?
So x is a member of the set, and then that's your set. Because sometimes you write it, like if it's all real numbers, you can write x as a member of the set of all real numbers. Or, you know, you can write a set. Set builder looks in that direction. But I think all you have to put in is this. So open parenthesis, inequality sign without a line. Bracket, inequality sign with a line. So if I was going to graph it on a number line, -9, and then this is 2. -9 would be an open circle. 2 would be a filled in circle. So again, parenthesis, no line inequality, open circle. Bracket, line under the inequality, filled in circle. And then your line would be
So
in there.
So on that, they give you options.
Options.
And it's just either like parentheses.
So the
or
parentheses,
bracket.
so yeah, that's the other way you can do it, with a parenthesis and then a bracket on that number line. I got it.
Alright.
Is there any more to that question?
No, ma'am. The next one, same setup, pretty much.
Okay, so what's
Oh, hang on, there's a part 2. You have to talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You care if I use the restroom really fast?
No, go for it. Just pull that door shut behind you. All right, what's number 8, baby?
Bracket, -2.
Okay.
So
and
wait,
0.
pause. Which one has the bracket? Okay, wait, I see it. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Continue.
Okay. All right, so set builder is going to be x is a member of the set of -2 is less than or equal to, because it's a bracket, x
0.
less than 0. And then number line, -2, 0. So they did, it would be a bracket at -2 and a parenthesis at 0. Just watch that, because I've always done it with dots. I mean, I've seen it
Yeah.
this way, but
It's the first time.
understand that open circle, closed circle concept too.
It's pretty simple, especially when they give you the coordinate kind of thing.
Well, and multiple choice too makes it really easy, because you don't second guess yourself. All right, number 9.
Parentheses 8. To infinity. Parentheses.
To infinity, parenthesis. Okay, see if I can remember this one. So set builder would be x is a member of the set of
Be like
x is greater than 8. So parentheses always, or infinity always gets a parenthesis. Infinity will never have a bracket. And so then number line,
alright.
because it's greater than 8. We're going from 8 to infinity. So it should be a parenthesis like this direction, and then an arrow going to infinity.
They give you 6 choices on that one.
Ugh. This isn't too bad compared to what we just did, like those polynomials.
Oh yeah, this is really easy.
All right, number 10.
2x plus 4 is less than
2x plus 4 is less than 10. Solve it.
10. Use interval notation to express the solution, and then graph the solution on another line.
Interval and number line. Is that what it asked for? Interval notation and a number line?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. 2x is less than 6. Divide both sides by 2. X is less than 3. So that's interval notation would be 3, no. Infinity, negative infinity to 3. Because it's less than 3. So that's from negative infinity to 3. And then a number line is going to be a parenthesis this way.
It says negative infinity, comma 3.
What?
Well, it just says type unless
So would it be x is less than 3? Is that how we write it in?
Oh, it wanted parentheses in there.
I put.
It should be parentheses.
Yeah. Oh, they want it as a.
How do they, is that how they want it?
Well, like sometimes they'll like put parentheses on it, but
Oh, they didn't put it on that one. I see. That you had to type them in?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what?
So make sure you type the parentheses in.
Okay.
So what was the number line?
Number line should be 3 with a parenthesis and the arrow going to the left. The parenthesis should be a closed parenthesis.
Don't forget the. Okay. Yeah, you have to make sure it's negative.
All right, number 11.
5x minus 8 is greater than or equal to 27.
Greater than or equal to 27. Okay, so add 8 to both sides. So 32? No, 35. Sorry, don't listen to me today.
Oh,
Okay, so if it's greater than or equal to 7, it's a bracket, 7 comma infinity. Again, infinity always gets the parenthesis. At 7, there's going to be a bracket, and your arrow is going to go to the right. All right, number...
It says, I put bracket 7, comma, infinity, parenthesis, and that was wrong.
Okay. That problem looks right, though?
Thanks.
Okay, 12.
3, open parenthesis,
Okay.
x plus 1
Okay.
is close, plus 4
Okay.
is greater than or equal to
Okay.
2x plus 11.
2x plus 11.
You'll
Oh,
see
oh,
what
oh.
it says.
Would help if you could see. Does that look right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to distribute. Okay, so how I used to teach 7th graders to do this, 8th graders, always move the smaller x, especially with inequalities. So 2x is smaller than 3x. So I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. I'm also going to combine these at the same time. And then subtract 7 from both sides. 11 minus 7 is a 4. The reason I do that is it keeps from flipping the inequality sign. You do, final answer, you need to try to get your answer on the left-hand side because it makes every other piece easier. So x is greater than or equal to 4. So 4 to infinity, bracket at 4, arrow to the right. All right, 13.
It doesn't so it would just be a closed off circle because it doesn't have.
Oh, that should be, yeah, it would be a closed circle if it doesn't have the bracket.
Yeah, they swapped it up on us.
Okay, so yeah, so again, why I said make sure you kind of know those pieces.
Ooh, we're going to negative x's.
Okay, so that's what I was waiting for. So give me 13.
All right. 2 open parentheses 7 minus 5x
7 minus 5x. Okay.
close is greater than 22 minus 8x.
Okay. Distribute first. Again, move the smaller x. So negative 10 is smaller than negative 8. And that keeps me from having a negative coefficient. If you multiply or divide by a negative, you have to flip the sign. But when you have it on both sides like this, typically if you move the smaller x, you got a good chance of turning that coefficient positive. Okay, so subtract 22 here. 14 minus 22, 6, negative 8. Divide by 2, divide by 2. So here's one of those cases where my inequality's kind of flipped. I can rewrite this so you just flip the whole thing. Alligator's eating the -4 here, so it has to keep eating the -4. So this one, if it's less than that, then it's going to be negative infinity to -4. This would be an open circle or a parenthesis, but arrow's going to go to the left.
I love how you can still use alligator in college algebra.
Well, and we typically don't teach it that way anymore because kids get confused and they don't understand that, like, this is the same as this, you know, the two different, written two different ways.
And we're back to rockets and so for the number line.
Oh, so it would be a parenthesis. Yep. Kids get confused at that sign, like that this sign always says less than. Does that make sense? We want them to know that that sign always says less than. Just because you put a 6 here and a 2 there, that still says 6 is less than 2. And so if we teach them the alligator, we're not teaching them what the sign means. And they go, oh, 2's greater because alligator eats the big number. And they're not understanding that that sign has a name. And so that's, we just, new way of thinking. I still use it because, again, it makes sense in that concept when you flip.
Makes sense when you already know what.
When you understand that it, yeah. All right, 14.
3 minus parentheses x plus 9
Okay.
close is greater than or equal to 2 minus 3x.
Does that look right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm going to distribute the negative here. Okay. Smaller x is 3x. Actually, I want to show you what to do if you have a negative coefficient. Okay, so I'm not going to follow my rule on this one. I'm going to add x to both sides, and then I'm going to combine these two. So positive 3 and negative 9 is a negative 6. And then negative 3 and a positive 1 is a negative 2. Subtract 2 from both sides. So negative 8. Okay. If I multiply or divide by a negative, the first thing you do is flip that sign before you do any of the actual calculations. If you multiply or divide by a negative, down here, flip that sign and then do the math. So again, I just want to make sure that y'all had seen that. So x is greater than 4, so bracket 4 to infinity on a number line. 4 is going to be either a solid dot with an arrow to the right or a bracket with an arrow to the right. Why didn't we do these first? These should have come long before polynomials. All right, 15.
Zero is less than x plus 9
Wait, 0 is less than x plus 9. Okay.
is less than 7.
Less than 7. Y'all tell me, because it's been a while since I've done these. If I subtract the 9 here, I have to subtract it from here and subtract it from here. Does that seem right?
It says solution set in interval notation, so there should be.
So hang on, let me just double check myself because it's so in interval notation, -9, comma -2. Does it want it on a number line?
No.
Solution set and interval notation.
Yeah, it just wants the solution. So it just wants the result.
Just interval notation. Okay.
So it would just be
-9, comma -2. None of these have been like
Nope, no thing. No line.
no line. Okay.
Which is surprising.
All right, 16. What do we got?
-9, so lesser than or equal to x minus 1, so less than 8.
Does that look right? The signs look right?
Yes.
Okay. So add 1. So -8 and 9. So bracket for the -8. Oh, there's somebody trying to stream in on me. Did I tell you about that? I got a TikTok recorded yesterday from somebody screening in and recording a TikTok, and it was showing up on my laptop. It was fun. It was a freshman. I recorded it. Blackmail for later. Okay. 17.
Had something to do with TikTok, so that's why I watched.
0 is less than 2x minus 2 is less than or equal to 8.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So add 2 to both sides, or to all 3 sides. And then everything gets divided by 2. So that's a 1. That's a 5. So parentheses 1 comma 5 bracket.
Yeah.
You did pretty good. I have to print me some more lined paper though. This works so much better with it. I stay a lot neater. All right. 18.
Absolute value of x plus 4 is less than or equal to 6.
Less than or equal to 6. So I would have x plus 4 is less than or equal to 6, and x plus 4, flip the sign, -6. I'm going to check my answer on this one, so before you type something in.
Solution and interval notation.
So this would be 2. This would be -10. Here's what, greater than -10, less than 2. So I think, but let me check my answer really quick.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yep. Okay, so yep, that's good. Okay.
Absolute value of 2x minus 4 is less than 4.
Less than 4? Okay. So 2x minus 4 is less than 4. 2x minus 4 is greater than 4. So add 4. 2x and 8. That should be a -4. So that would be a 0. Divide by 2. So x is less than 8. X is greater than
It'd be x is less than
0. Wait, what?
4. You said 8 divided by 2 is 8. It's actually
4. You're right.
So it'd be
So parentheses 0 and 4.
yep.
Okay. 20.
Absolute value 2x minus 2 is greater than 6.
Greater than 6. Okay. So 2x minus 2 is greater than 6. 2x minus 2 is less than -6. Did he say what he wanted?
No.
So that's 8.
Alright, let's not set it up like that.
-4. So x is greater than 4. X is less than -2. Ooh. It wants it in interval notation. Give me a second, because this is one of those weird ones.
Yeah.
Because you're going like this on the number
Yeah.
line, away from each other. Okay, it's a union. Okay.
I guess I still have to solve.
Okay. So on a number line, what this looks like,
Frozen solid.
huh?
Frozen.
Oh,
Frozen solid.
there we go. All right, -2, here's 4. So x is greater than 4, it goes this way. X is less than -2, it goes this direction. So we call this a union. So we write this piece as from -infinity to -2 with the parentheses. And then union, so we skip over this central portion, and then 4 to infinity. So that's what interval notation looks like with one of those unions in there.
So for the answer, we put both sets of parentheses.
Uh-huh.
What do you have in between them?
A U,
Oh, okay.
So no comma?
not in between them. So here it is typed out so you can kind of see what it looks like. It's
Oh,
It's a
it's on
symbol.
the symbol bar.
Yeah.
I typed in the letter U and I got it wrong.
yeah. Check the symbol bar. Sorry.
No. Well, it helped if I finished the thing.
All right, 21. Last one for this one, right?
Yep.
Awesome.
Ooh.
2 absolute value 2x.
Wait, 2 absolute value.
2x minus 7
Okay.
plus the absolute value plus 10 is greater than 16.
Okay. This one we need to get everything away from the absolute value bars first. So 6, and then we're going to divide everything by 2. Okay, so we would have 2x minus 7 is greater than 3, and then 2x minus 7 is less than -3. Add 7 to both sides.
This is gonna be another U.
It is. And then that's a 4 divided by 2. So x is greater than 5, x is less than 2. Yep, another union. So -infinity, comma 2, union 5, comma infinity.